Well, I thought I'd do today a Things About Me video. This is my code for saying that I didn't get around to doing something. I did try and for quite a while this morning to film something, but I was never happy with any of the takes, and until I can edit properly, I kind of have to do things in one take. So, Things About Me video. Well, I live in Cardiff, which is in Wales, which is part of the United Kingdom, next door to England, but not part of England, which is something very important to know if you come to Wales, that we quite like our identity there, even though I don't speak the language. I would like to speak the language, but I don't. But I can say, Pascod asclodion osqueletin va, which means fish and chips, please. So if you can say that, that's pretty good. Good place to start. I can also say croeso, which is welcome. So a few words here and there, but I think it would be good to learn Welsh. So I do consider myself Welsh, and do enjoy watching the Six Nations, but that's about the only sport I watch with any great degree of interest. Okay, what else can I say about myself? Well, I like science fiction, lots of science fiction. In fact, if it has a starship in it and star in the title, I will almost definitely like it. So that's your Stargate, Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, of course, all those things. Love them. My favourite science fiction series is Babylon 5. By quite a way. Though I must admit, I do start to see the cracks in it that other people see every time I see it. But it has excellent acting, particularly the late Andreas Katsulas. Fantastic actor. And just wonderful storylines, and it's a very good series. And of course, I like Star Trek too. Deep Space Nine is my favourite series. Captain Sisko, my favourite captain from Star Trek. Another great show. Of course, there's Serenity as well. Another one of my favourites, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. What else can I say about me? Well, in 2008, I went on a trip around Europe. Went to Spain, France, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Finland, and well, my mum always liked me to include Estonia in this list. I was in Estonia briefly, because coming home from Finland, it worked out that the cheapest way to get home was to get a ferry from Finland to Estonia, and then fly. So I was in Estonia, but only really got one bus and went to the airport. So you can maybe include Estonia as well, and I guess you could include Denmark, because we changed in Denmark. But airports are considered to be sort of almost a no man's land, aren't they? So maybe not. I've also been to Nepal. That was a good few years ago now. Went to Bodh, near the big stupa there, and that was a very interesting experience. I've been to America several times. Been to Michigan, Montana, and went to San Francisco. That was a long time ago. I was still in primary school, so I was 12, and that was the first time actually I'd ever been on a plane, and it was a 10-hour flight to San Francisco. I still remember, San Francisco. It was quite interesting to see, because of course I'd seen it in Star Trek: The Voyage Home. And it was quite nice to actually see that, and we didn't actually get to see any nuclear vessels, but we did see Alameda. We were staying in Alameda, and so that was quite special. We also went on a long trip in an RV, which of course technically all meant to be strapped in, but we weren't, and we spent some of the time in the bed, which is just above the driver's seats. So you could sort of lie down and watch the road ahead, and that was quite special as well. I only vaguely remember it now. We stopped off in a place where with giant redwoods. That was something that happened while we were there. Well, I don't know if they were the giant sort, but when you're 12, you're short, so any tree looks big. Yeah, that was a stupid thing to say. I also bought a Quark mug while I was out in America. And I'd love to go to America again. And yes, I want to go to Colorado. Yes, it's because of Stargate. Don't judge me. We did actually see while we were in San Francisco. I remember. I think we did see it. That we went to Golden Gate Bridge, and so we did see just from a distance. I vaguely remember that the place where Stargate headquarters is, and there is an area of land near Golden Gate Bridge which actually has nothing on it. But yeah, so really want to do more travelling in my life. I'd love to go to New Zealand. That is because of Lord of the Rings, yes. Beautiful country. But Wales is wonderful too. I mean, every year my family and I we go to Tenby, which is a little seaside town, and later in the year we are going there again. We have been going every year the last 15 or so years. We've camped, we've done self-catering, we did a bed and breakfast once or twice, but most of the time we just do self-catering. And it's great. I mean, it's wonderful to go to a place which you've been to before, which may sound strange, but it takes the pressure off. I feel, my personal feeling is that if you go somewhere new every time, you always really want to go out and explore and whatnot. Whereas in Tenby, we feel we can just sit in the house and relax, and it's nice because you don't have to worry about going to work, you don't have to worry about, well, my parents have a lot of emails and stuff to answer, you don't have to worry about, any of the emails, posts, or any bills or anything, really. You can just do nothing if you want to for a week. And that is a really good thing. So, where in the world would you most like to visit? What country, what city, what town, where would you most like to visit? And of the places you have been to, what was the best place you've ever been to? Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.